Howdy folks, it's Nate. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 winning attacking patterns. These are patterns that win matches. I'm going to show you them doubles first, and then we're going to talk about singles right after that. Let's jump right in. Today what we are talking about is making a decision when we're getting a short ball, attacking tennis, right? We know that we should be moving forward in doubles. This not only we're moving forward, but where are we moving when we're moving forward? So let's talk about where we're hitting the ball. And yes, when you hit the ball, you've got to make a decision where it goes, or where you want it to go. You have to have a target. And by doing that, we can properly anticipate. If I know where it's going, I know where it's probably coming back. All right, so what we're going to talk about first is hitting into this section of the court. All right, if I'm just going to hit deep. And I'm going to put a P here because it stands for push, okay? Not that I'm pushing the ball. My goal is to push my opponent back. So I get this ball, that ball, and I've hit really deep in the court. All right, what is the result here? If I push, what is the likelihood? What is probably coming back, right? A lob. That's right. So what we want is visual confirmation about what we're doing with the lob. If I've hit really deep, I'm anticipating a lob, and then I want to confirm it. Do I see someone, does it look like they're hitting a volley from the baseline? Right? If they're doing this, they're hitting a slice lob. Are they rearing up? Are they in their unit turn? They're getting their racket back, but they're moving backwards. Their momentum is going backwards. Top spin. And even then, if they decide not to, they audible and they try to hurt you, right? As you moved in, it's really going to be difficult to hit a winner or anything effective off your back foot. You're still in a good position here. All right, so this is number 1, attacking deep. You're pushing, and you're looking for a lob. That's our goal today, is to teach where to hit and what to anticipate. That's why they're winning patterns, winning attacking patterns. All right, so number 2, got the short ball. I'm attacking, and I attack wide. I'm aiming for this sector. Oh, forgot to put my square. I'm aiming for this part of the court, all right? I'm looking to stretch my opponent, all right? Now, this one's tricky because here, I've moved them over here to play the ball. I've stretched them out. They were in the middle, which means my partner does have to cover the line. But don't go running, putting your feet into the alley. It's not necessary. This shot is still really tough to take down the line with it being over the high part of the net and the short part of the court. You can get your foot to the line if that makes you a little bit more comfortable, but don't leave it wide open, okay? If you can confirm that they're going back cross court, you get an opportunity to poach here. But yes, you have to confirm that they're going cross court first. So what do I do in this position if I've got a wide ball? All right, and let's just go back here for a minute. For me to hit this wide ball, it means that I had to receive a ball that was relatively out wide as well, because angles create angles. Oh, that's an eraser. Angles create angles, okay? So now I've moved in, and where should I go? There's a lot of real estate here. So moving in, you're gonna have to pinch, and you're gonna have to help cover middle. All right, you're gonna have to get tighter to your partner. All right, and you're like, oh man, what about all this court over here? And I totally understand that. I totally respect that, and I'm gonna tell you all about it in just a second. As long as you pinch in for them to play into this corridor and beat you, right, they're gonna have to hit just an unbelievable shot. Now, if you stop here, you're done. Right? You've left way too much real estate open. You're in a really bad position. So that is why you have to not only move closer to your partner, but you've got to pinch in a little bit. All right? The only way that you're going to get beat by a lob is if you don't recognize the visual cue and their hand is open, right? They're not going to hit a top spin lob on the dead run parallel to the baseline. All right, so that's the stretch. All right, so now let's talk about the pull. All right? You get a ball. You've trained this person over and over again with the pull. Sorry, this person may have been out of position the whole time. That's that up at net, right? We know when the ball is short here, this person's at the net. Sorry, that's an oversight. But so now let's talk about what's happening on the pull. So anything that's played out through here and here, right? That's a pull. So here you've hit a strategic drop shot or a short chip. And here we want to do the same thing. We want to meet them up at net. We want to follow it in. They're running in for duress. But how much you really smother here is dependent upon height, right? So if I'm a little shorter over here, I'm not going to go pulling all the way in because I don't want them to flip a lob over my head. I'll hover a little bit, and that way, even if they try to play the ball off an angle, it's playing in front of me. I can always play this ball and then attack through the middle or whatever else I want. Right? So those are the three patterns that we're looking at. When you get a ball that you can attack, we're looking at a push, pushing the opponent back, a stretch, pulling them off the court, or a pull. All right, and you're pulling them forward. Now there is a bit of a hybrid where we can stretch and pull. And so for the stretch pull combo, this is really like you've got a ball out here and you've played a heavy topspin that's worked this way, right? So it stretches them and it's pulling them forward here. This is the one where you don't have to worry about the lob nearly as much, but the same thing applies with the pinching, right? This player has to cover the line. Now you want to be moving in here a little bit closer. Sorry, you want to make sure that you get your foot to that center line, right? At least your outside foot. So here's a Roddy, the left foot, and then you're defending that space. As long as you're pinched in, you're not worried about that ball going over to this space over here. All right, so that's it for doubles. Let's talk about it for singles. All right, so let's put them in the bench. These guys are headed to the seats, and they're going to be spectators. Same thing applies. In singles, you get a short ball. What do most of us do? We look to attack, deep, a lot of times to that backhand. Opponent has a two-hander, and you see a one-hander. That's right, you're getting a lob, right? This is the push. So when you come in, hit that split step and look to hover. If it ends up being short on your side, you can still close in and put the ball away, right? You can still take that ball and put it over here, wherever you need to with the overhead. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, so stretch. And this is typically happening when you've done some damage, right? You're in a pattern, you've pulled this person off the court, they hit short, and you're immediately looking to stretch them. You want them running as far as you can to that part of the court. Now, some of you are thinking, well, hold on, Nate. You should never approach cross court. Not true, all right? What I would tell you here is that when you approach cross court, you want to make sure, let's pretend that was the mistake. What you want to do is you want to play this ball on a short shape, all right? You want to shape the ball short off the court, all right? And I think this is a big mistake because if you hit deep here on a stretch, they can run and they leave a whole lot of options open. They can get you down the line, they can get you cross court. It can be problematic. But this particular ball, not only are they running, but they have to cut off this part of the court in order to be successful. Sorry, the back part of the court, right? So this is what I want you to look for when you're going for a stretch. And again, this is a little bit of a hybrid. It's a little bit of a stretch and a pull. I want you to make sure that when you get this ball, a short ball, that your opponent is at least past this single sideline. I want them past this part of the court. Then you can approach cross court. But if your opponent is in the middle of the court, that's a no-no. That's a tough ball because they've got too much time to react. All right. So how should you shift here? Right. So you've hit this ball. You're gonna follow the ball as if you're tethered to it. Right. So they're way over here. You're gonna follow the ball. You're gonna pinch in. You're gonna get tight, and that way, if they try to play the ball down the line, you're good. You want them to think the cross court is open, and as they go to play cross court, you can quickly pinch and knock that ball off. Drop my pin. All right, last one. Stay with me. Some good stuff here. All right, so the last one is the pull. All right, you've come in, you got the short ball. this person digs in. They're like, oh man, I hit it so short. I'm going to back up and try to absorb the pace. This is a great time to play your drop shots anywhere in this drop zone. Okay, anywhere through here. As you hit the ball with backspin, obviously, this person is going to come sprinting in. The mistake I see too often is that players stay back. Why is this a problem? The most likely shot they're going to hit is another drop shot. They're going to drop you back. So you've got to meet them at the net from the drop shot. If they pop up, this is suddenly an easy winner in either direction, right? Or if they even play it in front of you, you have a ton of options. But the main thing here is that you have to follow your drop shots. So the push, the pull, and the stretch, these are our tactics for winning. This is what we want to pay attention to. But to get really good at it, you have to learn to anticipate as well. But when you hit something consistently, you know what you frequently get back, so you know what to anticipate. Hope this helped. If it did, hit that like button, subscribe, share it maybe to a doubles partner or someone in your family, maybe even somebody that just needs your help, right? You're like, this guy can't get more than a few games off me. You should check this out. But don't say that to them. Be sure to check out our platform as well, PlayYourCourt.com. If you're looking for a practice partner for competitive match play, or just practice, right? We all need more practice. Check out the website. We can help you out. In the link below, I think it's in the link below, you can get it for absolutely free. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.